What is special about music in Jewish culture? Do you feel it would be important, for example, for someone studying Jewish history and culture to know about music? Is there a reason that they should
Funny you
take
should
it
ask.
seriously?
Next week I'm going to the retreat of the American Academy of Jewish Researchers, which they hold every 2 years, and they asked me to talk about Jewish studies. And the relationship of Jewish music and Jewish studies is somewhat fraught, because music doesn't fit in the model of Jewish studies. And Edwin Cerruti, who's another one whose knowledge is vast, but not necessarily in Yiddish music culture, but whose knowledge is unbounded, wrote a very acerbic article, a long, thoughtful essay, where he calls Jewish music the Jew of Jewish studies. Okay, because it's marginal, it's distrusted in some way. And that's putting it really strongly, and I'll put it to the people at the meeting. But for Jewish studies, it's about texts, right? And the implications of texts and the interpretation of texts. That's called Judaica now, and that is 90% of Jewish studies. And then there's history, which is the history of communities and community lives, okay, which are mostly reflected in text, but also in relations to the Catholic Church, or, and so forth and so on, and messianic movements and mystical trends of philosophy. That's what Jewish studies is about. They don't take music seriously because to them it's a kind of epiphenomenon. And that's really, really wrong. People live through their songs. I know this from, like, say, the YIVO Jewish Folk Song Project, Yiddish Folk Song. People live through their songs, and it got them through life. And to say that's sort of an epiphenomenon, it's a soft science. We do hard science with Jewish studies. It's kind of the hard science, soft science model that you get with the natural sciences and humanities, compressed down to the respectability of Judaica as, a really deep and important field of studies, and expressive culture in general, which is to say folklore, customs, cooking, everything that's expressive culture, being, lower in the hierarchy of what you do if you're doing Jewish studies. So, and the other problem is that Jewish studies almost never studies living communities. And of course, that's where you find music. And conversely, we don't have history of music, so we don't count because we don't have written sources that we can go back with and do this kind of textual research that they see as legitimate study. So there's that problematic.